USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Learn more and get a quote at usaa.com/bundle. Restrictions apply.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang!
It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
New Icy Hot. Nighttime recovery. Relieves pain at nighttime while your body recovers. Icy Hot. You're so back.
What a shit show. Welcome to another episode of Anxious Black Belt, a podcast that focuses on karate, mental health, and everything in between. And from recent week, we hear a lot of information about one of the governing bodies in karate having changes, political disturbances, and infighting now spill out to fight with other organizations, claiming different things, people lying about each other, and so on and so on. So very interesting for a person who is completely outside of it. Although through the British Karate Combat Association, we are members of one of those organizations. I suppose we used to be members because now is in liquidation, and some weird things happening in that liquidation, from changing the names before filing in a company house to be disassembled, and that is usually to hide things. There is some potential lawsuits based on a child safeguarding issues that are not covered by the insurances. That would be enough reason to liquidate the company, just to try to get rid of that possible lawsuit and avoid the consequences or a financial consequences. So, but like I said, I'm not part of it, so I'm not naming any organizations. I'm just commenting as an observer from the outside, but it is a bad look for karate overall, and it's nothing new. Karate seems to be having infighting for ages. For a day one, when the organization pop out, there is some kind of infighting, power plays, money grabs, takeovers, buying members, selling members, getting belts, getting the power going, getting the influence, and it seems to be that karate cannot find a unified way, and this causing a problem. So, for example, for us, for Karate for Mental Health CIC, we applied for funding for a karate for mental health classes, and we've been declined because there is no karate governing body in UK that is recognized as a sport under the Sports England rules. So not having NGO with having multiple NGOs in the UK is super weird. I don't know how the karate went into Olympics without being recognized as a sport in the UK. And this is a very strange situation. My understanding is because there's so much infighting over the different organizations claiming to be national bodies, that there was no unified one to be recognized but Sports England, which making a pain in the, you know what, trying to get any funding on karate without a governing body. They have had to go through the different loops, hoops, and joining organizations to just fulfill the recommended and required steps. But that aside, is just a interesting story to see how from the rumors the truth start coming out, people putting different view on it, and people start jumping to each other throats, organizations starting to combine to jump on one on the other, and there is some allegations about a misconduct and mishandling the funds. um, there is some rumors and official letter being sent by one of the bigger organizations to its members, which come to me as well, that there was a private PayPal link used to get the money towards one of the directors and not for memberships. There is as well a situation where the body was liquidated and the new one was registered as a CIC, which is a charitable company, exactly the same as Karate for Mental Health, yet still using the branding of the previous one, which in my understanding is a little bit illegal. So I don't know what's going on in there, but the previous one was a charitable organization as well. So I don't see the move towards the CIC. In our CIC as well, we need to have a general meetings, and we have set the director's appointment is done by the group, by the vote, so everybody can vote in it. My understanding is that the new Karate CIC limited to just appointing the people by the current directors. That means that there is no democratic vote. It is all done by the people who are already set. So that's looking as well like a power grab move, just to secure that the people in power in a previous organization will not be voted out. My understanding is as well there was no general meeting for approving the changes, which is not according to articles of association. None of the members have been informed about it. Again, we are the members of that association. We didn't get any information about it, so that I can definitely confirm that the members didn't get, at least I didn't get notification about any changes. Not that I'm interested. I completely are not involved in that organization. Never wanted to be part of it. It's just a part of the package coming from where we are registered. And to be bothered, I'm not bothered if they were going to be gone, and any of those organizations are any help to me. But both claim that they are members of WKF, which, if you want to participate in that sport and under those rules, I can see how much pain in the neck that is for you when you don't know where you belong, who's got the right, who is the legitimate um, member of that organization, who you should be associating with to get the best possibilities and opportunities to compete and be part of the WKF. So, somebody is getting a power play definitely and wants to be in charge. And as always in big organizations, people creating groups, coalitions, and syndicate, infighting and fighting the other person. And I wrote a book about it. If you're interested, the banner at the top on the YouTube, link down below in a podcast. The dark side of karate is all based on my experience when I used to be involved in political structures of karate. A few of my friends been in different corporation karate organization, because that's what it is. It's to make the money, to get the power, and to rule other people. And unfortunately, this is the truth for martial art and karate, and how that leads to the fall down of a organization and a group, especially when the charismatic leader passes away, then things starting to go sour. But with the current situation in the UK, those groups fighting each other, now there is a vote of no confidence, which the coalition happened between few other national governing bodies who are buddies together. They voting for a no confidence vote on the other organization, and the other organization saying this is done illegally and without the proper um, rules and how it meant to be in their association. So interesting. The saddest thing is that we as a karate community gonna be suffer on this one. Our image is going down the toilet again. It's literally every few years when you're starting to build up the kind of recognized trust and moving up the karate image, something like that happens and going back down to the sewers. And again, everybody who looks from another NGOs, Sports England, and other organization, we're going to be thinking, well, they cannot sort out anything. Why should we bother interacting with them and getting them on board with any projects when everything seems to be being mishandled, mismanaged, safeguarding not followed, money not transparent, and so on and so on. On the positive side, I can see how the being a CIC is beneficial to that organization if everything would be by the letter and with a good faith. CIC allows you to earn the money and get the funding, and all have to go into the community projects. Like we are not getting paid as a directors in ours. We put all the income into the project, and this is written in articles of association. So it is more transparent, it is more controllable, and all the funding have to go into a community project or the statutory or mandatory actions of the CIC. But you can broaden your spectrum of operations by getting a funding from a like Sports England, if you had national governing body recognized by them, national lottery, other smaller pots where you can get funding for a different project supporting people, like in our case, supporting a people with mental health issues. And we get any support we can get. So we get the funding from government, local government, like Guildford Council. We got support from sales of our T-shirts. If you would like one of our funny T-shirts, link down below or in description above. Wrong way around, but hey ho. So there's multiple ways of making money to support your projects. Either it is a grassroots competitions or going to the world championships or starting a group for people with disabilities, with mental health, and so on. So there's many more options that you can access instead of being a limited company. So that would be a benefit to the organization if everything would be done with the transparency. And from evidence I've seen and the comments I've seen and the kind of reactions online from people, I believe that it was done not in the best way. There's definitely something not right with it. My gut feeling is that there's a lot of problems in there, and people just trying to avoid consequences and move on towards a controlling the new organization and being a top dog and ruling over others. But I might be wrong. Like I said, I'm only commenting on from the position of a outsider. I have no insight into a specific details, so I might be wrong. Hopefully, within a couple of weeks, everything's gonna be cleared, and we'll see how it goes. But personally, I wouldn't want to be member of the new CIC based on how they done this transfer and how unclear it was without the meeting, without the information to the members. And I can see how people will be very disappointed because again, us as martial arts has been let down and there's a lot of confusions. We don't know where the money went. There's no clear transparency within the funding and stuff like that. So we see it's the early days of all this shit show. Again, it doesn't look good for martial artists. It doesn't good look for karate. It's gonna be a lot of bad blood. Gonna be a lot of people being told not to do, not to join there. And I think somebody sent me a message yesterday that that's what was happening before. The people of some students of that organization and the head of a club's been told, do not go and train with anybody else. You have to stay with us, and without explanation what's going on and stuff. So it's all very murky, and doesn't look good. And to be honest, sometimes I'm thinking, why am I still in karate structures and doing karate when so much bad things being done to karate by people who are just obsessed with power, money, influence, and just being a big shogun, which is not great. Karate meant to do a decent people, meant to be a to the common good. Unfortunately, there is a lot of spaces for people with ill intentions to hide within the structures of karate and do abuse of children, abuse of adults, abuse of funding, money laundering, and profiteering from it, which is very, very sad. But hey-ho. Again, if you would like to support the good karate guys, Karate for Mental Health, we are not part of any organization. All our funding is transparent. You can buy the t-shirts, you can donate, you can join our seminars. Our next seminar is Karate for Mental Health Guildford on the 21st of September. We're going to have a Gary Lever, Ben Kraft Sensei, Don Kame Sensei, and myself teaching. So some Goju Ryu, some modern karate, and some Kisaki Kai method. If you've seen my mini documentary with Don, hope you enjoyed it and you would like to join us on that seminar. Gary is very prominent on the internet. He gets a lot of stick for his take on the Goju Ryu, so I'm really looking forward towards that and learning from him a little bit more on his take on the Goju. Ben Kraft, again, not long time ago, went through some political problems as well within his organization, so it would be nice to speak to him, see what's going on, and he's doing a great Goju Ryu as well, which will be awesome to try as well. I have no political problems for years. I'm staying out of it, and I recommend that to you. It's a perfect time to be independent, do whatever you want, train whoever you want, and you don't need to be a member of any organization, and have a happy life with no problems, no political disturbances, and just enjoy your karate. Well done for listening to all of it. You are a superhero. Thank you very much for your support. And if you could leave us that review on a podcast platform, that would be amazing. I appreciate your time, appreciate your support, and I wish you all the best until the next one.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams Labor Day sale and get 35% off paints and stains August 22nd through September 4th. With prices starting at $31.84, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Click the banner to learn more. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.